Nobody has done it by themselves. Jesus Christ had 12 people following him around helping him. And he's more powerful than any one of us on this earth. So if he needed help, you have to concede you need help. The only way to do it is by multiplying people. It's a fallacy to believe you're going to build a business bigger than it is today if you're not going to initiate things that are going to challenge your team. It's a fallacy to think that you're going to grow big muscles if you never go lift weights and work out. It's a fallacy to think you're going to become a remarkable leader if you don't intentionally work on your leadership skills. It's a fallacy to think you can do anything if you don't actually put the attention in it and make it intentional. Would you agree? So now as we get into the art of growing and scaling a business, you have to understand this whole game about getting big in business is really first what you're going to do about you, and then it's what you're going to do about everybody else afterwards. Because none of you are going to get big, achieve the life you want, attain financial success, lead others to financial success. None of you are going to do that if you don't acknowledge right now the only way to do it is by multiplying people. There is not a single successful example of building a huge business by one individual. People, oh, Elon Musk. Elon Musk has thousands and thousands. Bill Gates. Bill Gates has hundreds of thousands of employees. Nobody has done it by themselves. Jesus Christ had 12 people following him around helping him. And he's more powerful than any one of us on this earth. So if he needed help, you have to concede you need help. Even he had a drainer. The percentages added out, right? He had one of the 12 as a betrayer. You're all going to have somebody that's going to betray you and sabotage you. It is a fact. So when we get into understanding how to guide people and lead people, you have to understand your culture. Your leadership starts out first when you're in breakpoint 1 as me leadership. You have to suck it up and make the hardest choices about showing up, doing the work, being target oriented, being disciplined. You have to do that because the whole cycle of starting anything in leadership and starting a business starts with me. And then when you get to breakpoint 2 and 3, it goes to we. And then when you get to breakpoint 4 and 5, it goes to us. And then this will amplify it always. So this will be the multiplier and the amplifier. This will be the multiplier and amplifier. But when you hit the stride with us, that's about $25 to $50 million of revenue. When you have hundreds of people or 100 people, and all of a sudden somebody new comes in that's gonna bitch at the water cooler or kind of pretend they're doing their job or wing the training and not really log in and do it. And somebody on your team's gonna be like, hey, I'm in here pursuing my goals, busting my butt every day. If you don't do what we're doing, I'm taking you leadership. And all of a sudden your team, the momentum of your organization, were you guys at the morning meeting this morning? Could you imagine somebody coming in and then walking out of here on their 3rd week saying, this is stupid. Why do we have to do this? That was dumb. I hate that. What would that team in there do to that person? Oh, they'd be escorted out by 14, 15 guys or gals before we even knew what happened as leadership because they're all interdependent on each other. So when you build your system, your culture, what happens is your leadership, you have to prime that. You have to prime it and prime it and prime it. So we know that breakpoint 1, and I'm going to get into it, is 3 million, then 8 million, then 15, then 25, then 45. So it is difficult to graduate from one breakpoint to another. I'm just telling you guys, it gets more dangerous as you get bigger, and the top end of each breakpoint is the most uncomfortable place to be. So I'm going to set the tone as I jump into talking about all this stuff. I'm going to set the tone with you guys about what is required to get to breakpoint 7, which is 125 million. And then what's required to go from breakpoint 7 to breakpoint 11, which is 1 billion. Okay, we have 11 breakpoints. They've been engineered based on tens of thousands of data points from thousands and thousands of business owners between 2009 2023. We've engineered almost 700 businesses at this point in the last 4 years. And so we get in real time to validate 12 years of data in real time. And then we get to see what happens in real time when you start deploying the things that you need to know about your business.